Now thereafter we'll sell the assets. Next entry will be we'll sell the assets. So when we'll sell the assets for cash, so cash account or bank account debit, to realization account, when we'll sell the assets for cash. Okay, when we sell the assets for cash, suppose furniture is sold, some amount realized from the debtors, investment, whatever the amount realized, when we sell it or recovered the amount, then cash account debit or bank account debit to realization account. This entry is for sale of assets for cash. Sale of assets for cash or amount realized by the sale of assets. Next is if the assets is taken over by partner. If the assets is any assets, suppose any assets is taken over by a partner. Taken over by a partner. Suppose any assets is taken over by a partner. So then whosoever has taken over partner, suppose A has taken over the stock. Then A's capital account debit to realization account. Here the A has taken over the stock. Suppose A has taken over the stock in the balance sheet it has given 30,000, but A has taken over at rupees 25,000. So this will be 25,000. So any assets which is taken over by the partner at their agreed value, to that amount, that as partner's capital will be debited and realization will be credited. If any assets is taken over by a partner. If assets is sold and cash is realized, then cash account debit to realization. If assets is taken over by the partner, then partner's capital account debit to realization account. This will be posted in the credit side of realization account. Similarly, if any assets is given to creditors, or you can say that the creditors has taken any assets, or you may say that the creditors has taken any assets. Suppose creditor is any assets is given to creditors, or you can say the creditor has taken any assets. Suppose in the balance sheet asset side, this is the asset side, this is the liability side. Okay, this is your liability side. This side is creditors is 30,000, and suppose creditors has taken land, not land, suppose that furniture reflecting over here 40. If a creditor, if any asset, suppose the furniture, is taken over by the creditor at rupees at this is taken at valued at 25,000. Taken over the furniture at a value of 25,000. Creditors is taken over the furniture. Creditors is taken over the furniture. Creditor is taken over the furniture. Taken over the furniture at a value of rupees 28,000, at a value of rupees 28,000. However, furniture book value is 40, but this is taken over at a value of 28. So for 28,000, for this we will not do the any entry when it is transferred to realization account. This one is already transferred to the debit side of realization account. For this we are not going to do any entry. If the creditors is taken over the furniture at 28,000, then you see how much creditors is now still not paid. How much creditors is still not paid. So out of 30,000 is the creditors. Out of that they have received 28,000 of furniture. Because they valued this furniture, they have valued at rupees 28. So 2,000 is not yet paid, is not yet paid, is not yet paid. So we'll do the entry for this 2,000, realization account debit, to cash account or bank account for the remaining creditors 2,000 which is not settled. Out of 30,000 creditors, 28 is settled because the creditors is taken over the furniture at a value of 28. So out of 30, 28 is settled, 2 is not yet settled. For 2,000 we will do the entry realization account debit to cash account 2,000. For this 28 we are not going to do any entry. We are not going to pass any entry if the creditors is taken over the furniture at this value of 28. For this 28,000 we are not going to pass any journal entries. Only will pass the journal entry for the rest of the creditors. For rest of the creditors which is not yet settled after giving the furniture. So out of 30,000 creditors, only 28,000 creditors is settled because they have taken the furniture at a value of 28. So rest 2,000 creditors will be paid like this: realization account debit to cash account or bank account. Okay, realization account debit to cash account or bank account. Is it clear? So if the assets is taken over by a partner, then partner's capital account debit to realization account. If assets is sold for cash, then cash account debit or bank account debit to realization account. And for this, if any assets is taken over by any creditors, then that entry will not be done. If any assets is given to a creditors, that will not be done. But the rest of the creditors which is not yet paid, that entry will be passed. Okay. Similarly, any assets, suppose in the balance sheet creditors is 30 and they have taken over the stock is 80. They have taken the stock, okay, 40,000 stock, or you may say that the 35,000 stock is taken over by creditors at a value of rupees 30,000, our stock is 80. Out of this stock, only 35,000 stock is taken over by creditors at a value of 30. So this is paid through the stock, settled through the stock. Okay, so for this we are not going to do any entry for 35,000. But rest of the after 35, which is taken over by the creditors, rest one is how much? It is rest one is 45. For 45,000 stock, we will sell it. So either the part is sold for cash account or bank account debit to realization account. No information has given, or whatever amount it has sold. Suppose this stock is sold for rupees 42, then we will write 42. These assets stock is sold at 42, then we will write 42 at 42. If it is sold at 52, then we will write 52. Because these assets is not taken over. Only out of 80, 35 is taken over at this value. It means the creditors is fully settled. So rest of the assets 45 will be sold, and whatever the amount realized, cash or bank account debit to realization account. If it is realized 42, then 42,000. If it is realized 45, then 45. It is realized 52, then 52,000. Okay. Next is payment of liabilities. When we will do the payment of external liabilities, then we will write realization account debit. We are going to pay the creditors. External liability is going to pay. If external liability is going to pay, like creditors, bills payable, employee provident fund, then realization account debit to cash account or bank account. And if the partner has taken, then partner's capital account. Partner's capital account. Any liability is taken over by the partner, then that partner's capital account, that amount will be transferred to partner's capital account. So realization account debit to cash account if it is paid through cash, bank, or if that liability is taken over by the partner, then the concerned partner's capital account. This is for that. Okay, for which payment of external liability, payment of external liabilities. If no information is given regarding the payment of any external liability, then that liability will be paid at their book value. Suppose no information has given regarding the bank loan, at what amount the bank loan is settled, then we will assume that the bank loan is settled at their book value. So realization account debit to bank account at their book value. We will do the payment of the external liabilities. Okay. Next is, if you will find any unrecorded assets, for unrecorded assets, so when we will sell that assets, then cash account debit or bank account debit. If the partner has taken, then the partner's capital account to realization account. If any unrecorded assets is detected and sold, or it may be cash, it may be a bank, and if the partner is taken, then the partner's capital. Suppose B has taken that unrecorded assets, then B's capital account debit to realizations account. If he sold for cash, then cash account debit to realization account, cash or bank account debit to realizations for unrecorded assets. Similarly, for unrecorded liability, means liability which was not recorded in the balance sheet. If such liability is detected by at the time of dissolution of partnership firm, at the time of dissolutions, such liability is detected, then we will pay that liability. Then entry will be realization account debit to, if the payment is done through cash or bank, or if that liability is taken over by the partner, then partners capital account. Partners capital account. That partners capital account for unrecorded. This is for unrecorded assets and this is for unrecorded liability. Okay. So liability is settled, unrecorded liability is settled, amount is realized by the sale of assets. Now next is your dissolution expenses. Dissolution expenses. Dissolution expenses. Some expenses incurred at the time of dissolution is called dissolution expenses, for sale of assets and payment of liability. Some person may be involved to do all such things, and lot of expenses incurred on that point of time when the firm dissolved to realize the assets and payment of liabilities. Such expenses at the time of dissolution is called dissolution expenses. If dissolution expenses is bear by the firm, then realization account debit. If dissolution expenses is bear by the firm or paid by the firm, then realization account debit to bank account. And if the dissolution expenses is taken over by the partner, then that partner's capital account will be credited. That partner's capital account will be credited. So if it is paid by the firm, then this. If it is paid by the, that will be paid by the partners, okay, on behalf of the firm. On behalf of the firm, if it is paid by the partner, okay, then realization account debit to partners capital account. To partners capital account. If any amount which is paid by the partner personally, the firm has no interference, he is paid that dissolution expenses personally, then no entry will be done. Then no entry will be done. We'll see the treatment of dissolution expenses. This particular topic will be, I solve one problem related to this topic as well. Various problems under this dissolution expenses under different circumstances. Next is profit or loss on realization. In the realization account we have transfer in the credit side and debit side. If credit side exceed the debit side, then it is called profit on realization. Profit on realization means what? Credit exceed the credit total, credit side total exceed the debit side total of which account? Of realization account. Is it clear? Then it is called profit. When the credit side total exceed the debit side total of realization account. Suppose credit side total is suppose credit side total is 1 lakh and debit side total of realization account is 70,000. So this difference 30,000 indicate your profit on realization. Profit on realization. This will be transferred like this: realization account debit to partners capital account. To partners capital account. In their profit say this amount 30,000 will be divided between the partner in their profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. If there is a profit, so realization account debit to partners capital account. Suppose there are the 3 partners, then to A's capital. Suppose 3 partners are A, B and C. Then to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital. In their profit sharing ratio, suppose profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1, then 10,000, 10,000 and 10,000. 10,000 to A, 10,000 to B, 10,000 to C. Vice versa, loss on realization. Loss on realization. Loss on realization. Loss on realization means when the debit side total exceed the credit side total of realization account. Okay, of realization account. Suppose credit side total, debit side total is 1 lakh and credit side total is suppose it is 85,000. So difference is 15. It's a loss because debit exceed the credit. It's a loss. This is debit balance. Debit exceed the credit. Then on that circumstances, partner's capital will be debited. Partner's capital account will be debited to realization account. Realization account. Okay, this 15 will be distributed to partner's capital in which ratio? In their which ratio? Profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. Okay, profit sharing ratio. Okay. Another important thing is what? In realization account, we never do the payment of provision for bad and doubtful debts. We transfer it. We transfer the provision for bad and doubtful debts in the credit side of realization account, but that will not be paid. It is only to close the ledger we transfer it. Similarly, provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation, if you have transferred in the credit side of realization account, that will not be paid. Okay, that only be transferred to close the ledger. To close the ledger. Is it clear? Thereafter, you see the partner's capital account. Partner's capital account, ledger of partner's capital account, ledger of partner's capital account. After doing all the posting in partner's capital account, after doing all the postings in partner's capital account, for instance, partner's capital account, partner's capital account. You know the ledger of partner's capital account very well. Suppose there are the three partners. There are three partners, A, B and C. A, B and C. This side A, B and C. They are the three partners. Okay. There are three partners, A, B and C. This side is debit, this side is your credit side. This is for particular. This is for amount in rupees. A, B and C. Particulars. Amount in rupees. A, B and C. So this side what we transfer first? First of all we transfer the capital balance. We will have to transfer the capital balance. Okay. If any partner capital balance is debit, then we will write in this side two balance brought down. Suppose B's capital balance is debit balance. It is reflecting in the asset side. B's capital balance is reflecting in the asset side, then we will transfer in the debit side of partner's capital account. It means B's capital is debit. And A and C's capital is reflecting in the liability side, then if their capital is credit balance, so we will write in the credit side. If all is capital balance is reflecting in the liability side, means all partners capital is credit balance, then we'll also write over here. Then what will transfer over here? Suppose general reserve. In all the partners capital account, in which ratio? In their profit sharing ratio. Similarly, profit and loss account, credit balance, in all partner in their profit sharing ratio. Realization profit, if there is a realization profit, okay. If partner is taken over any liabilities, if any partner is taken over any liabilities, then this side realization account, if partner is taken over any liabilities, suppose B has taken the liability, okay, taken over the liability to pays, and then in the column of B, okay, any fictitious assets, this side, any fictitious assets like preliminary expenses in their profit sharing ratio, profit and loss account, debit balance in their profit sharing ratio. It may be advertising suspense, okay. Any assets is taken over by a partner, then to realization. If assets is taken over, assets taken over. Suppose A and C has taken some assets, then what we do? Then we'll do the total. Suppose A and B, C has credit side total is more and debit is less, then there here we'll do the payment to bank account. We'll do the payment to A and C. Because A and C credit is more and debit is less, their total in the debit is less, then the difference amount will do the payment, and for that entry will be A's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to cash or bank account, to cash account or bank account. When their credit side total is more and debit is less, then the difference will be paid to cash or bank. But suppose the B's capital account debit side is more and credit side is less, then the difference will be realized from the B. We'll take the difference amount from the B. Then entry will be, for this entry will be bank account or cash account debit, bank account or cash account debit to B's capital, to B's capital. B have to pay the amount to the firm because B's debit side is more and credit is less, then B have to pay the amount, this much amount B has to pay cash account debit or bank account debit to B's capital. And if the credit is more and debit is less, then this amount will be paid to A and C. This will be paid by the firm to A and C, and this will be paid by the partner to the firm. So the entry will be like this. Thereafter, finally at the end, through the realization account, we have paid the external liability through the partner's loan account. Thereafter, in the preferential order, as per section 48, we have to pay the partner's loan account. Thereafter, partner's capital account is done, and finally, which account will prepare? We'll prepare the cash account, and all the entries related to cash will be done in the cash ledger of cash. All the entry. First of all, start with the to balance brought down, and all cash information which is reflecting in the debit or credit side of realization account will also be posted in the cash account. Partners loan account, we have done the payment to cash or to bank, that will also be reflected in the cash or bank ledger. Here we'll do the payment like this, so this will also be reflected in the cash and bank ledger. And finally, cash and bank ledger must be equal. either cash, we will prepare either cash or bank as per our convenient, but finally the balance of the cash or bank must be equal. If it is disbalanced, it means somewhere we have committed some errors. Somewhere we have committed some errors if the cash is not matched. Okay, so the cash balance or bank balance must be matched finally at the end. So this is all about the journal entry of the dissolution of partnership firm. Now we'll see the problem related to first workman compensation reserve, and thereafter we'll see the investment fluctuations.